Hey yo guys, what's up and welcome back to Toe Tags Metal Reviews. And today we're checking out the brand new releases from the bands Confess and Battle Beast. Alright guys, before we get started, if you guys are new here, consider subscribing to the channel. If you're a metalhead, you can do so by clicking this button in the bottom corner anytime during the video. Without further ado though, Revenge at All Costs, the new album from Confess, and Circus of Doom from Battle Beast. So, if you don't know Confess, we recently just learned about Confess when we were looking up, what to talk about today and what to listen to today. Confess is an Iranian band. I just find this an interesting source, so I'm going to get it out there. Iranian band, who they're heavy metal. In Iran, you can't play heavy metal. It's against the law in Iran. So these guys got a bunch of trouble. They got, I don't know all the details. I might say something wrong here, but they got arrested. They were sentenced to 14 and a half years in jail, but they managed to get away. They seek asylum in Norway. Norway granted them asylum, so now they're living in Norway. They're still playing metal, and they just released an album today. So I think that's pretty cool. I think that's a pretty badass story. These guys are defying their government.
And you can totally tell that they're doing that in this album specifically.
Yeah, their music is very anti-government, it's anti-political power, it's maybe even anti-religion, which is complete blasphemy when you're talking about an Islamic country, for example. So I thought that was really cool. Then when I listened to it, I was like, holy shit, these guys are fucking rad. If I had to describe it in a simple way, I'd say they sound like Soulfly, but with Slayer riffs. Just heavy, very thrashy. Just overall really cool album. I liked it. I didn't pay tons of attention to which tracks were highlight tracks, except for a couple that stood out to me. One of them was called You Can't Tame the Beast, and the other one was called Army of Pigs. Don't know what these songs are actually about, but both of them just fucking ripped, and I love them. Awesome album.
I was finding that the tone and riffs actually were kind of reminding me of Hatebreed from this record.
I can see that.
And I thought that was really cool because it's like that, but it doesn't sound like Hatebreed,
Yeah.
This band doesn't sound just like Hatebreed. It just kind of reminds me of it, but they sound, very aggressive, very angry. There's some DJ scratches in there. I thought that was pretty cool. So there's lots of cool little spices and stuff. Overall, it's actually a really strong album, and it's a perfect album for any metalhead to really just kind of pick up and listen to.
Yeah.
Amazing as background music. I was listening to this as kind of background music, earlier today, and I'm just like, wow, this is just great, just stuff to just put on, overall really good.
Yeah. I even noticed one track, I think it was the second or third track. The chords at the beginning were the same chords as Bloodline from Slayer, just played a little differently. And I might be a little bit wrong on that, but it's close enough that I feel confident saying they were the same chords. But yeah, it's just, there was a lot of elements there, a little bit of squeals here and there, just overall, I was pretty impressed with Confess.
Strong album.
Secondly to that, Battle Beast, Circus of Doom. I'll let you take the floor with Circus of Doom. What do you think?
Here's the thing. I didn't know much about Battle Beast before listening to this album. And all I was really expecting, okay, well, they'd just be kind of generic power metal. I don't know. That's kind of what I thought they were, really. And then I listened to it, I'm like, okay, so this is like Beast in Black. Now, here's the thing about Beast in Black. The guitar player and songwriter of Beast in Black used to be in Battle Beast, left Battle Beast, and created Beast in Black. So that perfectly describes why the band sound as similar as they do.
In a way.
It, I think, gets to a little bit of a fault, because there are some songs on this Battle Beast album where I'm like, wow, this is near identical to Beast in Black.
Yep.
Or perhaps you could say Beast in Black is identical to Battle Beast because Battle Beast is just an older band, right? But with the same creative mind.
Yeah.
Older Battle Beast. But there were a few songs that I kind of found were okay, imagine the direction that Beast in Black is going now, but done better. Because modern Beast in Black, they've gone too far in the 80s cheese.
Yeah.
They just have. So
pop synth cheese.
Now this album feels okay, that kind of direction, but just not as cheesy. And I can appreciate it for that. And I can appreciate it for doing some stuff that really do sound different. The first track has such a wide scale of the instrumentation, the big kind of symphonic scale they're going for. I mean, it's the circus, so it would make sense, and I do like that. And overall, there are some pretty good solos. I found myself thinking, oh wow, that's a good solo. That's overall strong solos, and I enjoyed that. But there were points where I'm like thinking I haven't really I feel like I've heard all of this already. I'm listening to this album being like, okay, yeah, this album's fine, it's cool, I guess, but like it doesn't feel like there's anything new.
Yeah.
It just kind of, that's how I felt.
You know what? Credit where it's due. I think you're right. I think one of the biggest redeeming quality for this album is the solos and the guitar work. But I really did not like this album. You know what? The whole connection between Battle Beast and Beast in Black is weird to me because Beast in Black, when they came out with Berserker, sick album.
Amazing album.
Amazing album. And they've been going downhill ever since, unfortunately, because they're a great band. This, to me, sounds like the downhill version of Beast in Black, which is, like you said, the cheesy kind of 80s pop synth infused power metal, which is fine. There's an audience for that. I'm not that audience, though. I'm sorry to say, I'm just not. I feel like the first song in this album, when it first started, I was like, okay, cool, I'm into this. And then halfway through the song, I'm like, this sounds like a mid-album song. Like, I shouldn't feel like the cool down song is the intro track. It just seems so wrong to me. And as the album kept going, I was like, hey, this is all kind of the same. It's all Beast in Black. The vocals aren't as strong as Beast in Black. The vocals aren't quite as strong. She's got a good voice.
Yeah.
Right? But not quite as strong. So overall, didn't really enjoy this one. I'm just going to flat out say that. I didn't enjoy it. I gave it a chance. It is what it is. So...
yeah, it's the kind of album I don't really see myself listening to again, but it's like, there's a few interesting moments, but overall it's like, I feel like I heard the whole album already.
Exactly.
Just from the one listen,
So, as far as what we're going to review this week, I'm going to throw a little bit of a twist at you right now. Because despite checking out Confess and Battle Beast today, we are going to review the album from Enterprise Earth. Because...
that album was just so good.
We if you want our first impressions of that, you can check our new release video from last week. But there's so much hype around it, and we liked it so much when we heard it, and so many people are into it. We just both feel like it really deserves a review. Oh, yeah. So that's what we're going to listen to all week. And yeah, we'll be back next week with our review of that album. But either way, I think they should still check out the new album from Confess at least. And you know what?
Sure.
Check out Battle Beast too. It might be something that tickles your fancy. Who fucking knows? We didn't really like it that much. A little bit of redeeming qualities, but who knows? Anyways, guys, that's it for this video. So like it if you liked it. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. I'm Vile Self.
I'm TV Fish.
We'll see you guys on the next one. Keep those heads banging.